I remember everything Joey did. I remember everything about my second baby daddy, Brian. I think the amnesia is gone. So what are your feelings towards Brian now that you remember everything? I feel the same way about him before he left. But I'm still hurt that he abandoned us. But I now feel those feelings that I used to feel, I guess. I know things have been going good with you and Joey, but now you remember all his toxicity instead of just watching it on a screen. How do you feel about him now? Same exact thing. I remember all the good and all the bad. I remember what I feel when I divorced him. I remember what I feel when I took custody. I remember what I feel when he cheated on me. But I feel like there's a but. But I know how he's been treating me after the hospital. I know what he's been through in the prison. I know that he claims that he changed. I just don't get how you can dismiss every... Mom, stop. I am not saying that I love or hate Joey right now. I'm just saying, like, the memories just came back. Can you give me a second? You said you remembered the divorce and stuff. Do you really remember? Do you remember how you felt when you went to see your lawyer and really got that divorce out of him? Do you remember what you were feeling towards him because of everything he had done? Yes, I do. I remember every little detail about the divorce. And you're still willing to look at his behaviors now. You're still willing to look at the good parts. Yes, because Mom, it doesn't change the fact that after getting out of the hospital, everything has been good between me and Joey. And he reminds me of the person that I married. So I'd like to believe that he changed. But at the same time, I also remember the stuff with Brian now. And I know what I feel towards that man, but I'm also hurt that he left. Alright, well, do me a favor if you talk to Joey. Bring up the fact that you now remember your second baby daddy. Tell him that you love your second baby daddy and you're conflicted. See how he reacts. That's going to be the test. So if you think your amnesia is really gone, you remember everything, right? Everything I did, all the bad stuff between us. 100%. I remember every little detail, every little feeling. Alright, so I'm assuming you don't want to talk to me anymore, right? I mean, logically, that's the right thing to do. Logically, I got a divorce and took custody for a reason. Right, Joey? All those mean phone calls, all the spiteful things that you did, the things that you stole as supervised visits, and how many times were the police involved and child services, and that was normal for us. I get it. I understand. I know to a lot of people 2 weeks doesn't seem like a lot, but when half of it's in solitary and all you're doing is thinking, like I've had time to reflect on who I was as a person with you, and I completely understand why you wouldn't want any contact with me. It's just hard for me because leaving the hospital, you presented yourself as the person who I married. You really reminded me of that time where we fell in love and everything was perfect and there was no drama. And, you know, if you've actually changed, I'm very conflicted because I don't know what to believe. It's really hard to trust you. Yeah, that's exactly why I didn't want to set foot in your house, and that's why I've been really hesitant, you know? I get it, and then I'm willing. Look, I love you. I really do, with all my heart. And I know that doesn't take back the things that I did, but I'm willing to go as slow as you want me to go. I appreciate that. It's hard to tell what to believe. And then there's the matter of Brian, you know? Yeah, what about him? Well, I remember everything about him too. I remember everything that we had as well. Alright. So do you still love him, right? To be honest, the person that you were when I got out of the hospital, and the person that you were before you let your mom come between us, and before you let Melissa come between us, those versions of you I love. The last couple weeks out of the hospital, I've been my happiest. Even thinking about all the times with Brian, I haven't been this happy in a long time. And I know this is hard for you to hear, But me and Brian did have a lot of good times. And there was a reason I had a baby with him. There was a reason why we moved in together. Because I still love him. I do. Obviously, it really hurts and it really pisses me off that he left. But you have to deal with the fact that, yeah, there's still love there. Alright. I can't force you to be with me. If you love him more, and you think that he gave you a better life, then I have no say there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I have no right to dispute that. Alright, but the version of you that I divorced and the version of you that I took custody from would have flipped out and would have schemed and done some pretty horrific things. So is that what I'm to expect now that I admitted that I still have feelings for my second baby's father? No. At the end of the day, I want to be with you. And I love you. And me acting out and me getting pissed off that you love another man, it's not going to accomplish anything. So if that's the man that you want to be with, I mean, I don't know if he'll ever come back, but if he does, I'm not looking to fist fight him anymore. Alright? Like, I'm just here to love my kid, love my ex-wife if she gives me the chance to, and that's it. I'm going through my own stuff, like, mentally, so just trying to, again, be positive. Alright, well, there's a lot for me to mentally work out, so I think we need some ground rules moving forward. I'm still going to let you see Junior for now. You've exhibited good behavior with him, and you've been a good dad to him, and you've shown me that you could still be that man that you used to be. But if that changes in the slightest, we have the custody agreement, and I will use it. There's no calling me baby anymore. No babe, no baby. No touching. Look at it as you and me are just friends right now. And I will give you chance after chance. But if I even sense that you are still that person who I divorced and took custody from, you're done. And my mom will have been right. Mom, I'm ready to tell you what the secret family court letter was about. Really? The one where you also have the mysterious court date coming up? Yes. I was in the very early stages of relinquishing the custody agreement between me and Joey, and no longer requiring child support payments out of him. But given the fact that I no longer have amnesia, I changed my mind, and I canceled the court date. Miranda, you have no idea how upset that would have made me. Because you fought hard for that child support. You fought hard for the custody agreement. And for you to just throw it away like that? I'm glad you didn't. This doesn't mean that I won't consider it in the future if Joey remains the person that he says he is. And what if Brian comes back? I know him abandoning you is also unforgivable, and I'm not a fan of his. But how are you going to work that out? You're going to stop receiving child support from Joey because you love him? And then you're going to be with Brian, or vice versa? How is this all going to work? I don't know about Brian. I don't know if he's ever going to come back. It's one thing if he comes back. But if he's not, like, I have been happy with Joey. It's just, I understand now why you were so hesitant and untrusting, okay? And I'm not going to give Joey my full heart. I'm not going to trust him 100%. But if he can remain this person for however long and prove to me that he has changed, then that's a different story. I just want you to accept whatever I want to do in the future. I just can't believe you came close to throwing away your hard-fought child support and your custody agreement. I can't believe you were going to do that behind my back. Because, Mom, when I woke up with amnesia, I had the husband that I used to have. Okay, when we said our vows, when we got married, we could never have imagined having child support and a custody agreement. It was disgusting to me. But I get it now, okay? Well, I can 100% guarantee that Joey will show his true colors again. We can all guarantee that.